Alright, we've got, today I'm going to be installing the Hot Racing steering kit on my CC01. Hopefully that's a lot better than the stock steering that's on here. As you can see, it's got, it's aluminum, and you've got a carbon fiber tie bar on there, full ball bearings. It should be much better. It should eliminate a lot of the slop. Over here, I've already removed the wheels. I've removed the 5 screws that hold the skid plate in. And the next is there's just 2 screws holding the original steering on there after you've pulled the steering links off. I'm going to leave the original steering links on here for now. Those just pop off the ball studs. One screw, 2 screws on the bottom, and on the top, after you get this out, up top you've got the top, the top post, and you want to, before you start, remove the steering linkage from the servo horn. Okay, now you're going to need these pieces here because you're going to use the ball studs on the new parts. So first we'll take the one from the top piece that comes through the chassis on the steering tube. And again, anywhere you've got metal threads into metal, make sure you're using thread lock. Using non-permanent, but I may want to pull that apart one day. Make sure the parts are clean and dry. Any oil on there will affect the way the thread lock works. And you don't want to use any of that on parts that are going into plastic. You can see the tie bar on the original one, just the bent metal tie bar there. That's again probably where most of the slop comes from, plus the steering tube where that starts to wear. There's no bearings. Again, we'll remove these 2 ball studs. And we will install them into the new bell crank. Again, metal threads into aluminum into metal. We will go ahead and use the thread lock. Okay, now on this side here, you're going to have 2 bearings that come with the kit. One on the top side, one on the bottom. And you've got this bushing that goes through with that screw. That screw's going into plastic, so no, you don't want to use the thread lock on that. Okay, now going through the chassis, top and bottom, we've got these 2 bearing holders. They're marked. One is a 9mm and the other's marked 9.5mm. The holes in the chassis are different sizes. So make sure you double check. I believe the 9 goes in the bottom and the 9.5 is going to go on the top. Okay, because the top is bigger. And before you install those, the bearings get pressed in. Okay. top and bottom. Okay. Again, 9.5 up top. 9mm in the bottom. Now this, there's your steering tube. The main one goes through the tube. Just slides in there. Okay, it pokes out through the bottom. Then your bell crank. You'll notice that that shaft has got a flat spot in it. Okay, that way it's sort of D-shaped, and that's where the new bell crank is going to lock on there. Okay. And again, you're going to have the screw that comes with the kit. You're going to want to use some thread lock because it's going into the metal. Get that started. And then you can go ahead and get the other side started as well. Make sure they're good and tight. Don't over tighten them. And at this point, you can pop the steering links back on. Both sides. You pop those on. Reattach the skid plate, your 5 screws. And up top. Now, you're going to want to, at this point, you probably want to power it up and recenter your servo. Make sure your servo is centered. Make sure your wheels are aligned as straight as possible. And then you go ahead and reattach the steering link here up top. And that pretty much takes care of it. You can put your wheels back on. Try it out. This is a much nicer setup. Full ball bearings. That's about it. Real simple, easy to do. Thanks for watching.